All right, everybody, I'm checking out today Fairview Mall. We're gonna do a walk through Fairview Mall. Check it out. I've actually never been to this mall. It's a great day though. It was raining all day and then the sun showed up. I can smell cinnamon buns right away in this place. Beautiful.
Okay, let's go.
Popcorn. As soon as you walk in the mall, you get this sense of being in a cinema or something, in a movie theater with all the knickknacks of food. All right, so let's not get lost here. Am I gonna get lost here? Is it that big of a mall or not really? Let's go this way. Let's take that. It's just fun here with the. There's lots of food here today. Shoe shop. It's about, I would say about 11 o'clock on a Thursday, on a summer day in July. Pretty nice day. Pretty cool sitting area there. I think this probably the mall was pretty good one in the 80s, wasn't it? Must have been pretty up. Malls were in the 80s phenomena, I guess, and the 80s there were a bunch of good ones, and not so much nowadays. I guess a lot of online shopping, maybe. I don't know. Or people like the more traditional stores. Who knows? Marshall's Home Sense. I don't want to go in there. It's not inviting at all. It's just looks like it's not inviting, those shops, when they have just racks of clothing hanging there, because it feels like you go there, you have to hunt for things for days. Sports check. Not one of my favorite stores either. If I can avoid this, I will. I mean, if you need some sport equipment, if I absolutely have to, but I'll try to avoid this store as much as possible. I just don't know. I just feel like I should. All right, so we came this way. Let's just walk that way. And Tommy Hilfiger. I don't shop at any of these stores, so. Like this type of clothing, I don't, every season they go in and out of style. And you constantly have to upgrade your portfolio of clothing, wardrobe. And, yeah. The Senza Lingerie store. I often shop there though. Who is it? Yeah. Anyway, we're at Fairview Mall. We're ended up here at an appointment, so I have some free time waiting for people. So I decided to use the time instead of sitting in a car and going through my phone and looking at, Nike. I decided to do a run the mall, see what the hell's going on there. I avoid this store too, if at all possible, Nike. So I guess, I don't know what this place is. A women's clothing store. The kid screaming, saying, I want to get out of this mall. I'm not a very big mall person, shopping person. It's a nice staircase. Look back and look forward. So I got this family out here on a family outing. Pretty cool family though. I saw them in the car earlier. They parked right next to me in the parking lot. Pretty cool people. Roots. Probably have never shopped here either. Although they mixed in with Beaver Canoe and they're selling those old traditional classic Canadian t-shirt Beaver Canoes. But I don't know, the logos, do you guys like t-shirts with logos on it? Not a big fan. They're not in style anymore. They were in style a couple of years ago. But not anymore. Lululemon. Oh, we got the Apple Store. Do we need anything from the Apple Store? Let me think. Is that an Apple Store? Yeah, it's very obnoxious. There's no logos on it. The more obnoxious and big you are, the less logos you need. That's marketing, branding. If you're a nobody, you need all your information on your business card. Telephone number, date of birth, email, everything. But if you're as big as Apple, hey, you don't even need a logo on your store. Maybe a little one over there. But if you're any other store, you have to have multiple amounts of logos and 50% off. Apple pretty much owns the world, so they don't even need a logo. You'll come back in 5 years, they'll take that little Apple logo off of there too. All right, so we're at this other end of the mall. The only store that want to go in, I just want to maybe get an extra hard drive to throw for a backup. But all of these films take massive amounts of hard drive space, and you always constantly need extra hard drive space. I try to delete most of them, but I want to have some backup because the hard drives are not very reliable. I remember the first time I shopped at this place was in LA years and years ago. I had to buy something. I don't know why. I had to buy a jacket or something. I don't remember, but it was the assistance. This place goes. I noticed not that many stores are closed in this mall. So this mall is probably doing better than Eaton Center and all that, because there was more closures there than here. But this is like a massive store that's closed, not a small one. It's like a huge one, and it's a prime location right by the door. I'm assuming that's a prime location, right by the door. All right, so then the mall goes this way. This is actually a pretty big mall. Food court. Should we visit the food court down there? Look at the woodwork. Actually, it's not a bad mall. It looks pretty. I thought it'd be a lot more kind of not as good looking, not as well looked after, but it is. It is well looked after. But it's kind of quiet. All the stores are pretty quiet. What is this? Norma Reed. That's an interesting women's clothing store. Puffy clothes and stuff. Bookstore. Are you kidding me? They still have bookstores? Wow. They're the must, right? Wow. Bookstores are a thing of the past, probably. It probably feels nice to touch the books. Here, there's another closed store. Few. But they block them like this. So you might not be, if you're walking past, you might not see them. Hudson Bay. Wow. Toy store, I guess? Is that what it is? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, kind of this kind of stuff. Foosball table. Very nice. Very nice. Those are fun games to play in school. Should we go in Hudson Bay, maybe? It's a pretty nice looking mall. Let's film this so that in case this place goes completely like the US malls, we have something. Should we go in there? It'd be like it's not going there. Just Hudson Bay. I'll maybe do a separate video, but I just want to keep this clean. Just a mall review. Start going to these little shops. You'll be here all day. Here's another one that's closed up here. They put little posters and pictures. Cell phone knick-knack place. Skincare. Game shop. This guy's closed. He'll be back in 10 minutes. It's like nobody's showing up. Now, as soon as you put the store 10 minutes to go to the bathroom, you know, the guy shows up who wants to buy the whole store. What's this place? No idea. Knick-knack store. All right. So we're back to another one of these circles. This guy's probably here walking for exercise, which is good. All right, so this will be the end, right? So that'll be the end. Let's just hit the Apple stores, right? Yeah. So Apple stores are indicator. Where are we going? Just quick check out the food court, see if it passes inspection. Probably not, but wow, it's more downstairs too. Whoa, this mall is big. All right, so you got your regular these guys look like they're here just their everyday hangout. So okay, so a few places are closed down there, you know, but not a lot. So we got ramen place and this place, not very busy. Not very busy. New York fries. This place is all lit like crazy. Look at the colors of this food. Very nice. Brightest place. Something. Look at this too. The Chinese stuff. Very, very nice. It is not as well lit, but it's probably better food. Yeah, it's like a shawarma place. Yeah, I noticed some of them are lit really well. And it's probably like this one is really dark too. You don't even know if it's open. Yeah, talk about why some of these are so dark. Maybe the lighting is off. But when it's brighter, you feel like it's more appetizing. But actually, probably the shawarma place in here is Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're hiring. Yeah, probably. They got a lot of these stuff. A lot of Chinese. They got like 3 of these Chinese stuff. Very. I don't know if it's. And the McDonald's, the busiest. The McDonald's wins, hands down, the busiest food. Yeah, probably the safest food to eat here, health-wise, would be a shawarma place. You just got a chicken or something, or beef, or just survive it, you know, without the extra sauces and the breads and the fries. You'd probably be healthy there. Yeah. But the Chinese ones, like, I'd watch out because of the amount of oil and all that kind of stuff. Well, who knows? I'm no food expert. This is what I would do if I had stuck to eat there. It's got a logo store. They have a whole logo store, huh? Lego. It's very interesting how that Lego concept took off. I mean, there used to be a kids' toys back in the 70s, just silly toys that it was very basic toy. It wasn't very, you know, electronic, just build little houses. And at the time, you could only buy Lego blocks that built a certain thing. You know, you couldn't, just basic houses and basic, you know, mostly houses back in the day. And now it's developed into, you can build like starships and everything. Also in the basement level is not as good as the top level. So, but yeah, I noticed there's tons more security washrooms. A few more closed doors down here. Yeah, it's not as. I don't know why though. It's kind of still looks kind of like. Yeah, this is like a courtyard. They probably used to have a bunch of booths here. That's gone. So yeah, the mall is not doing as well as probably the 80s. Some new guys coming here soon. But why wouldn't you come here? It's not a very good location. Discount shoe store. I'm assuming it is. Empty store, nobody is in shopping. It's kind of like, and then yeah, bunch of closed stores there. Yeah, there's a lot more empty down here. A lot more empty down here. We got that. Those are cool benches. I mean, the mall's looked after well. Like, so I'm assuming those are all stores there. $4.99 t-shirts, kids. So another from $9, and those are all closed up. We keep running to this security woman every once in a while. She's making sure everything is good. What's this H&M? Massive. Look how big this H&M is. Okay, here's another closed, whatever that is. Yeah, this is just like this H&M feels like it's got like a bunch of stores that were empty probably. Because very, very quiet in there too. What's this place? Milk and juice. I'm assuming in the beginning they had a lot of these kind of booths all the way down there. And now they don't have them anymore. That's a cool looking store. Next to a coming soon. There's going to be a ring selling place. I know what that's all about. No more shopping carts this way. TNT Supermarket, yeah. Wow, this is the place to be, the shopping mall in Toronto, North York. Is it North York? Yeah. Fairview Mall. Quick run through. AT&T is a very popular grocery store. So you're lucky. In Toronto, depends where you live. The most important part of the living in Toronto is if you're near a good grocery store, you're happy. Because you get good food and relatively good prices. Good selection, you don't have to run around town. But if you live around an area that the grocery store is kind of like, it's for kind of people who don't want to shop, so they get lower quantity of stock for shopping and quality-wise, and it's more expensive. So living next to this grocery store, whoa, look how stocked it is, perfect. You are already ahead of the game. Yeah, if you have kids, you got to be around a place that has good kids, good schools. And if you are don't have kids, grocery stores are very important. It's not a closed place. Because if you live somewhere that your grocery store is expensive and doesn't have the quality, you know, you have all the fancy stuff, like Eatery down on Yorkville, you're going to be paying a fortune for eating a lot of high calorie and high carbohydrate food, like Italian stuff. So you're screwed. There we go. They have like takeout and, you know, dumplings. So here's a tour of, what do you call it? Fairview Mall. My first time. I approve of this mall. If you live around this mall, it's the grocery store makes it a happening place, and the rest is a good place to hang out and walk on a cold days. Thanks for checking it out. We'll catch you in the next film. Film mission out.